Good morning.
Hi, everybody.
How are you today?
Welcome.
Hope you had a great Mother's Day. I know this was a beautiful weekend for you guys to get out and enjoy.
It's been hot, Karen.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
I actually laid down on Mother's Day.
Well,
it was really nice to be able to do that. Because I never get to do that. But I still think my family
I'm
doesn't
sure
really
you did that
understand
too
the
about
concept.
16 years ago.
Well, maybe, yes.
All right, let's stay straight now this morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Here's what I want to say about that.
Yes. What?
I don't think that Serena and Chris really have, at this point yet, 16 years into me being a mother, have grasped the concept of Mother's Day.
Oh, I see. Yes.
You know,
yes,
so
I agree.
For me, when I wake up, I expect Mother's Day to have breakfast in bed, or at least breakfast cooked for me, and, what can I get you today?
Well, Chris
Maybe a
can
little
make you
back
your shake.
rub. Nothing. You know what he says? What are you making for breakfast? I said, okay, I'm not making breakfast today.
No.
He goes, well, all right, I'll make my own breakfast. I said, no, what you should be saying is, where would you like me to take you for breakfast?
Right.
Oh, all right, you want to go out for breakfast? I said, yes, I'd like to go out for breakfast. Okay. So then my daughter gets up. Ma, can you make me breakfast? I said, okay. I'm going to say this again. I said, I don't think you people grasp the concept of Mother's Day. I'm not supposed to be
But
making
you have
breakfast.
to train people, honey. What are you
I
going
do
on?
every year, but every year it just seems to, whatever.
Well,
and then she asked me to do her laundry on top of it.
No.
So, yeah, it was an interesting day, but we had a great time.
Yeah, you did have fun. You guys went to Tutu Pazzo, right?
We did, and we have some pictures I'll show you later, but Luigi's place is
He is
unbelievable.
Did you read that post this morning?
Oh, people love him. From all over they love him.
And he's been such an inspiration to so many people.
He really
and
has.
I just want to give him a big shout out because he's really turned not only his life around.
LTL, we love you.
Yeah, and he's inspired so many people to do the same thing. And for years, social media got a bad rap about all the negativity on Facebook, and he's just all about being positive and being fun and having a great time and wow and pow and I love it. Like, I look forward to my mother wow and pow.
That's so Luigi.
Yeah.
And we had a great time.
We love him. We love him.
Yeah.
So, do you have any pictures from Mother's Day that you want to show? Or?
Yeah, Vicky, you know what? Let's pull those Mother's Day photos first. The Tutu Pazzo picture with Luigi, and then
So that's your family.
That was us. Yes, we were, I think, 12 or 13 people.
Nice.
We had a great time.
What time did you go?
We went 5 o'clock. We
Nice,
went for dinner.
nice.
Yeah, and then you, I know, spent Mother's Day with Rose.
Of
So
course.
let's pull up that Rose picture.
Of course. There's my mommy, Rose. She's so cute. And my cousin, Gina. We have a little tradition every year that we spend Mother's Day together.
Where were you?
Oh, we went to Lumani in Manhasset.
Oh, Lumani.
The
Beautiful.
brunch
Greek.
was,
Greek.
oh my
Love
gosh.
it.
The brunch was incredible. Lobster. I mean, it was just crazy food. And I was hanging out with Carson Daly.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
just saying.
Really, that's really cool.
Yeah, he's so nice.
Did you get a picture
He's got
with him?
3 little kids. No, I didn't want to bother him. I didn't want to bother him. His kids were so cute, so well behaved, and they're tiny, little. Like, I think one's 3
Where
and
does he
one's...
live? He lives on Long Island?
Yeah, he lives in Manhasset.
Okay.
And one's like 2 or 3, and then the other one's like 1.5, and one's an infant. So they're little,
Babies.
But they were
Did he have, like, a
delightful.
whole nanny?
No, it was him, his wife,
Okay.
his 3 children. And there was a line to get in, so I'm standing on line, and I turn around, and there's Carson Daly behind me, and I was kind of like, I was going to let him go in front of me. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Oh.
And he was just like, he looked at me, he's like, don't worry about it, I'm fine. I'm like,
Oh.
all right, Carson, no problem. I'll go before you, no big deal.
Yes.
But really,
Too
really a
much.
nice, you could tell a nice family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, yesterday I treated myself to a Mother's Day present with a little Botox.
Oh, you did? Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a little touch-up with Dr. Du Bois.
I did. So, you know what? I took a picture of it.
Let's
just so
see.
that
Oh,
we could show
yeah,
everybody,
here we go,
'cause
here we go.
I don't
Now,
know.
how was it with me not being there to hold your hand?
I was fine, because I've gotten
You didn't miss
Botox
me,
over the
Karen?
last 5-6 years.
didn't
I always
miss me?
miss you, Regina. I
You
always
didn't
miss
miss
you.
me holding your hand?
But the last time you saw me do that, I was actually on the set.
Yes.
So it's been a really long time, because I think
that whole time?
that whole time I haven't had Botox.
Oh, so that's very
Oh,
cost
wait. I'm wrong. I did once in between.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it can't
Yeah.
last a year, can
No,
it?
it doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
It lasts like 3 or 4 months. But you know what? Towards the end of it, then I just forget that I need it again. And
Right.
it takes me a little
Right.
while. But
He does a beautiful job. He also did another friend of mine.
oh yeah. Well,
This
he
week,
did
too.
Kim Barry.
Yes.
And
Danelle,
yeah.
Kim Berry, yeah.
and
They love
he does
him.
my friend Gina. Yeah.
And I think he's there, one of them is gonna get their eyes done, too.
Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to do
Yeah,
that.
he's
That's
great.
exciting.
I highly recommend him.
Yeah,
He's
I think I'm
wonderful.
going to get my boobs done at some point. you know.
What?
Well, I think so. Maybe for my 50th birthday.
What are you going to do with them?
Well, I don't know. I want to maybe to lift them a little bit. I don't know. I'm thinking, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. If I lift the boobs, then my stomach will get tighter too, because then it'll just pull it all up.
God.
I don't know. We'll see.
She is so.
I'll have to
can
go
I
for a
tell you,
consult.
She is so critical about her.
Dr. Du Bois
herself.
put me in for a consult.
It drives me crazy. And you look beautiful.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I'm
I
vacation
appreciate
with
that.
you. I'm
But
on the
I'd like
beach
to-
with you. You look fantastic in a
you.
bathing suit.
But you know what, Regina? Gravity is starting to take its toll. I'm 50.
yeah,
I'm
but they
gonna
look
be 50
good.
years
They
old
don't.
this
They're
year.
not hanging.
But we want them to look good when I'm 60 too. So you know we have to.
Listen, when you're
you know.
60, it's over.
Oh,
Who
no,
cares?
it's
What
not.
do we do?
No, it's not.
Tommy's
We're going to be on the beach in St. Martin at 60.
Yeah, I know,
I
but
want to have them.
I'm gonna start smoking again, and all sorts of things are gonna happen when I turn 60 and 70.
And I know I'm going to get a whole bunch
gonna
of
be a wrinkled
criticism
old
for all
prune.
the plastic surgery I want to do. But listen, to each his own, right? That's what I say.
So tell them about all the great events that we were at. Where do we go first? Then?
Well, we went to the Pink Tie
the
last
pink
Monday
tie.
night.
That was so much fun.
And
yes.
that benefited
Was at the Crest Hollow. right?
Yep, and that benefited the American Cancer Society. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. There's us being interviewed by Lydia.
Yes, that was
Shapanovsky.
a lot of fun.
And there's our man Keith
Yes,
Hart.
he was great.
And
He's
guys,
great.
Keith Hart is going to be
Oh, that's picture so
at,
nice.
of course, the prelude to the ball. I mean, to the actual Long Island Hospitality Bowl. With
Oh
us.
yeah,
he's running that whole
he's the
thing.
big honcho.
He's the head guy. So
Yes.
yeah, you want to hang out with them. That's just me and you hanging out. And
Oh,
there's,
the
of course,
infamous Rich Alino.
Rich Alino. You can't get away from him. No matter
No,
where we
no.
are, there's Rich. We love you,
He's
Rich.
everywhere. Yes.
Yeah, you're a great guy. But we had so much fun at that Pink Tie, and
Yeah,
I
that
just
was a great
know that the Long Island Hospitality Bowl is even just going to blow it away.
Well, if it's gonna be a quarter of what the prelude to the ball was, it's gonna be amazing because we had so much fun. And how Walt Whitman Mall was able to, although they don't call it Walt Whitman Mall anymore, they call
Simon
it
Malls.
no, they call it the shops, and what do they call it?
What do you mean?
Oh, they call it something different now. And somebody was just
Okay.
telling me. Do you know what it is, Vicky? The shops at Walt Whitman.
Very fancy.
Very fancy. La di da.
Did you hear Saks this week?
No.
Starting May 18th?
Yes, I do.
Gucci, 50%
50%
off.
I got an inbox in
That's
my
insane.
Facebook. Somebody that I know works there
But it's
sent
like
it to me.
almost every single style. Did you see the whole
No, I
catalog?
didn't realize that.
Oh my gosh, we have to go.
Yeah.
We have to go.
That's amazing.
I mean, we're going to Italy
But
June
they
20th,
should.
and
That's
we're still not
perfect
gonna-
because now you can get yourself a Mother's Day gift
Yes.
and save.
That's what it is.
Mother's Day. I'll
Mother's
just
Day.
lie. I'm not a mother, but I'll just lie.
Yeah.
I'll just lie. I'll say I'll buy it for Rose and I'll take it myself.
So,
so here's us at the prelude to the ball, packing it up.
So this whole event took place at the shops at Walt Whitman
Yes.
last Thursday night, and it was such a spectacular event. There were probably 250, 300 people there that were personally invited. It was RSVP only and invite only.
Yeah, we had a ball.
And we were in the center of the mall, so it was all cordoned off, and you see all the people who weren't invited looking in, going, "What the heck's going on
yeah,
in there?"
Yeah.
And,
And I have to say, Steve Carl did an amazing job with the food
yeah,
and the, beverages. Let's
Yeah.
just say the nice beverages
Yeah,
that
for
they
sure.
had,
yeah, they had
And
the wine.
but the sampling of the food, they really did a great job. And I don't know how they got it all the way. I mean, it's in the mall, so they had an area and then they brought it all out. It was set up. It was beautiful. They did a great job.
And there were so many great people there who really had no intention of going to the bowl, who are now going to the bowl, which
Well,
I
of
guess is
course.
the concept of
Yes.
that event, is to really get people excited and psyched, because that event benefits our friends.
Oh, there's Carol.
The Carol M. Bolton Breast Cancer Research Fund. And
Right.
Carol Bissett is a representative for them, and she was there. We actually did an interview. Hopefully we'll have that for you next week, and you can see she's such a wonderful person. We're going to bring her in and put her on the live radio show as well.
Yep.
So we're
That's
excited
going to
about
be great. And here's the beauties of Madhouse TV.
Yes.
So there's Janine and Vicky and
that. The
myself
ladies
and Karen.
of the house.
And
yes.
here's us, always loud and proud on the mic. Having a
So
good
totally going crazy.
Having a good
That's
time.
Louise and Sarah Ann.
Yes,
so they were our
yes.
friends.
We
They
had
were
a lot of
invited
fun.
there.
How
And
many people would you say went?
I would say a good 300 people were there.
Yeah, it was pretty- it
it's,
was
in
pretty
and
crowded.
out of the whole space.
Because the
It was-
space was pretty spread out, so it wasn't like you were on top of people, but to go somewhere you had to, weed yourself through, so it was
Sure.
a pretty good
And
turnout.
then they had that gorgeous fashion show going on.
Oh yeah, that
with
was
those Heart
phenomenal.
Agency models. Who were beautiful.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
gorgeous. They were gorgeous.
Just
He really
beautiful.
picks out some beauties.
Let me
I
tell
have
you,
to tell
he's
you.
no dumb man.
No, he's not.
He's very,
He's
very
definitely
smart.
not. No, yeah.
But
Do we have a picture of the fashion show?
I think there was one up there of the girls walking the runway. Vicky might have breezed through it.
Yeah, there it
see?
goes. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're-
did a great
they're
job.
gorgeous girls. I mean, they had quite beautiful outfits on as well.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
they had fun in that fashion show. You could see, like, the girls were really rocking the runway and they had a great time.
Yeah.
And then they also had amazing raffle baskets and everything. Didn't your friend
Debbie,
win? Yeah.
Yes, my girl Debbie won 2.
Yeah.
I know. And I said, how many tickets did you buy? She goes, I don't know, I think I bought 5.
And
So,
she won on to both.
2 baskets.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
that's
And
she's
she
your
won
friend.
Great
Yeah.
baskets. Yes.
That's you.
We rub off. Yeah.
Yes,
we rub
yes,
off.
'cause
But
usually
I
you're the
bought
winner.
like $40 worth of tickets. I didn't win anything. So
You didn't win one thing?
no, nothing, which is very unusual for me. You
That's
know me.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
know.
she always wins. And
I try.
our Jen Frialia won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You had to
So-
call her to come back because they wouldn't give it to us for her.
I know.
They were very
I
very
know.
secure. You would think there was $1 million in that basket.
They were like, "Oh no, you're not Jen Frialia.
Oh, you have to show
can't have
ID."
this basket."
You're
I was like,
what?
"Okay, know her. She's my friend. I'll
Seriously?
give it
Yeah.
to her. I'm not going to steal it." But whatever.
Right.
Yeah, there-
But it was fun.
it was.
And we got a little parting gift too. They did a nice
Yeah.
job. Jeanette did an amazing job. She
yeah,
really
she put that
did.
together well.
She did.
And thank you for Madhouse TV for being there to capture it all on film, which is great.
That was a
So,
lot of fun. I
yeah.
hope we can bring you some of those interviews because we had a ball on that.
We really did.
On that red carpet. Well, the reason it wasn't red carpet. What did we have set up?
Well, we were
just
in the media area.
broadcasting,
Yeah, it was beautiful. And I know
We had a
Madhouse
lot of
did
good
their
interviews.
own great interviews, and I think what'll happen is at some point it'll be all over Madhouse TV, but we'll bring you a couple of clips next week so you can see it. But really,
Yes.
it's a Madhouse TV production, so you'll see it on Madhouse TV. But we'll definitely have a couple of clips. for us.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, we had a great
We
time.
had some great interviews. All
So-
right. So now, what should we talk about
Well,
now?
you wanted to mention that Tom Brady's in trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shame on you, Tom Brady. But
I cannot be
you're
happier.
happy.
I cannot be happier.
I don't like to see people who have misfortune
Oh,
like that,
yes,
and I
you
don't
do.
get happy. But what I will say is, I guess majority rules or whatever it is they judge that he did wrong. But I find it hard to believe he did it all by himself.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Okay. I don't ever wish someone who is innocent and honest misfortune. But for someone who is deceitful and cheats, I'm
Yeah.
glad they get caught. No
Right.
matter how hierarchy they are in football and everything else, they should have the same, rules and regulations and punishment as anybody. And it's so purposeful. If you know anything about football, okay,
Well, I
which
mean,
you're limited,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
just say, and I'm a little above average for a woman. Now, when you go to throw football, okay, and you're go to grip it, and
Yeah.
you can get a softer grip on that football, I can throw the football much better than a hard football, okay?
Right.
So it's very intentional.
Scream it,
I
scream
know,
it.
I'm very passionate about it.
Scream again.
It's very intentional.
Yes.
What happened?
Right.
And it's for a total reason. It's for a
Okay.
purpose.
So,
So,
here I
I'm
ask you,
very
is
glad.
this something, I mean, he got caught this time. Do you think this is something that he's always done?
Now,
or is
this
just
would
for
be
the
my
Super Bowl?
personal opinion.
I'm
I
dying
don't
to
want to
hear.
say allegedly, whatever,
Right.
but my personal opinion is that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick think that they're above the game. Because this isn't Belichick's first run-in with,
Doing stuff
let's
not
say,
legit.
doing things a little fuzzy-wuzzy.
Right.
And, I'm just happy that they're exposed because, and I'm also happy because Eli, the Giants, the real football team, they still beat him twice, even though he was cheating. So
Right.
that's all I got to say about that.
But, okay, so no, I don't want to stop there because
Okay.
my question to you is, though, the punishment, did it fit the crime? Because they still have the Super Bowl. They still won the Super Bowl. So now, what is he out a couple of games or whatever it is, and a couple.
He's out.
little-
He's out a lot of games.
Yeah.
4 games. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was more than that, but
So
$1 million, which
Oh,
is
big
nothing
deal.
to
That's
him.
like chump
He
change.
just takes
Yeah.
He takes a kiss with Giselle,
puts it in
and
People magazine. There's his $1 million.
oh, and they lost the
Um,
#1 draft pick for next year, so they're penalized for next year.
Well, they don't need any more draft people because they got everybody they need on that team.
Well, no, every year you got to
They won the
replenish.
Super Bowl for
Listen,
crying out
they
loud.
get older, they get injured. You always have to replenish. You have to replenish.
Yeah.
But
I wonder what guys think of our take on this whole thing because guys are probably very passionate about it, and I'm like, oh,
but
the
we,
poor
we
guy.
have a we have a guy on today,
Oh, we do.
so we can discuss it with our guy
We
friend.
can. Today joining us
But I
is
think
Sal
he's going to
Farrell.
see it my way. I'm just
well,
saying.
maybe, but today joining us is Sal Farrell from Allure Home Improvements, and we're really excited to have him here.
Yes.
Regina and Sal go way back. I mean, I know Sal from definitely several years through Cactus and other things with Joe that we did together. But we're thrilled, and he's going to talk all about the really the trends today that are being set in the remodeling industry, and his take on, you know, his philosophy about how he wants his company to be run and where he wants to take it in the future,
And
of course,
all of his philanthropic
ventures.
endeavors.
Yeah.
He really. I asked him today. I said, I don't know how you keep all those appointments straight. Like you want him on a board of. Well, I shouldn't advertise that, but you want him on the board of something. Sal's right there. He's the first one to step up to the plate every time. But
don't say he's got a lot on
busy
his
now,
plate.
so don't bother him. But he really is incredible with that. Never says no. Never says no. Always, how can I help? So that's a great human being that we get to highlight today. Have some fun with, because like you said, we all go way back. So
absolutely. And then later on today, Regina and I are heading out to the Hamptons.
Oh yes, la dee da. I'm very excited about this. Yes.
And we're going to do some wine tasting with the Whispering.
We're going to Dockers for a private party, which is in West Hampton Beach. It's right on the beach, and it's a beautiful space.
Yeah.
And they're doing a party for Whispering Angel.
And
which
their
is
new
a premier,
wine.
it's a premier rosé.
What do they call their new
and
wine?
And the new wine, I don't know, something French. I can't say.
No, it's like a
correctly.
rock star or something, like this rock star or something. I
Oh,
don't know.
I wonder if that. You know what? I actually may know who.
There's a new rosé that this winery has put out, and that's really what the event is about.
Yeah,
it's going to be the new one.
The Whispering Angel company or whatever is something that Karen and I found in St. Martin, and we just kind of liked it.
We drank it
I don't know. Who knew? Who knew we would like it?
I think we drank them out of Bikini Beach.
Yeah, well,
that wine.
we kind of did. Waikiki Beach, Bikini Beach.
Yeah,
that
was
and
fun.
some Marcel.
But so Regina tells me that the event is 4 to 7 today.
Let's get an opinion.
Yeah, she says, we should stay there.
Yeah,
and I said, but it's
I
only
have
at
a place
7.
there.
Yeah, Regina has a house there, so she said, well, we'll just stay there. And
Right.
I said, okay, well, but we're going to be done at 7. She goes, yeah, but we're going to be drinking. You wouldn't want to drive home. I said, yeah, but all right, so we're going to stay there to leave early in the morning to come home. But really, like, we could probably drive home. And she says, yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear.
Yeah.
So what would
do
you
you guys think?
We're really only from Hampton Bays. We're only 45 minutes from the house.
Well, that's to your house, Karen.
Yeah. So it's an hour and 15.
All right,
to your
so
house.
it's an hour.
It's not
and 10
that
minutes.
bad.
But
It's
my
not that
thing
bad.
is, it's from 4 to 7, right? So they're probably going to have little hors d'oeuvres, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to be yapping it up the whole time, so I'm really not going to eat. So I think we should go out to dinner
Well,
at
we can
7.
go out to dinner.
And
Sure.
then, we could head home and be home by 11 o'clock.
I'm just thinking. Not
She
because
doesn't
I
want to
don't
be
want-
away from Chris.
Well, wait.
She
I did
doesn't
not
want
say
to
that.
be away from her husband.
But
And that
it's
new
really
comfy
more-
bed you have. What's the bed you have?
Oh, he
What's
bought
the
this
thing?
feather pillow thing.
Yeah.
That sits on top of my bed, and I literally sink in it, and I can't move. It's like it sucks me in,
And she sweats.
There's no circulation, so I'm like sweating to death. And he will not take it off the bed. He
Loves it.
loves this stupid feather thing. We were
Right.
in a hotel in Manhattan, and the bed in the hotel had one. So there's Chris ripping apart the bed, looking for the tag so that he can order this
Yeah.
feather thing. Now I'm stuck with this thing.
Yeah, well, of course, and now he proceeds to share that story with my husband, how it's so comfortable, it's so
Oh,
great.
no, you're
So
gonna get
Tommy's like, you better look into that featherbed thing. I want to know what that is. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get on that right away.
All he's gonna do is call Vito.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all.
Oh,
Vito will order for him, no problem.
getting those two together was a blessing,
Yeah.
and
We had a great time. We actually have a picture of the night we were at Joe Nina's together.
oh yeah, where's that?
So,
oh, look at us.
Joe Nina's is a great
We had
restaurant
so
down in
much
Huntington too. But as we were there and we posted some pictures, guess who
Messaged
texted us?
yes.
Luigi.
And he said, if
Luigi's
you guys
like,
are in town, you better come to
better
Toma."
get down to Tudo Pazzo right
And
away.
there we
So
are. Oh, look how cute Tommy's in the background with the
he's
little
got his
eyes.
little sneaky
yeah,
eye.
yeah.
But
I tell you, Luigi looks great.
He
God
does.
bless him.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks
and we went out to visit him. It was probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock by the time we got out of Joe
Who
Nina's.
knows?
We drive down in one car. Meanwhile, I had things in my car. Regina's sitting on the
I'm
back.
always on
I
the
don't know.
box or on
I don't
the
know
in
what
the.
she was doing
They
in my
put me
car.
in the trunk half the time. I don't know
Yeah,
what they do.
exactly. Well, she fits in there. She's kind of little. She's compact. We just throw her in. But we met him, and then we started drinking more. And by the time we left there, we were both bummed.
Yeah.
We
Well,
really
I was. Thank
Yes.
God my husband
I
was
was really
driving
buzzed,
because
yeah.
I was also tired.
Yeah.
I get tired. I eat like that. I don't eat like that anymore. And
No.
it's like 11, 12 o'clock. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. I can't
Plus,
take
we were mixing. We were drinking vodka, then we were drinking wine, then we
Well,
went
I
back
didn't
to
drink vodka. I only had one
Oh,
Cosmo.
just one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you drink vodka and wine?
Yeah, but that was
Okay.
hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't keep up with you. You use a heavy hitters. They're
Not
crazy.
really. I have, 1 or 2 Cosmos, then I have 1 or 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's not crazy.
That's
it's
a heavy
Saturday
hitter for
night.
me.
It's not like I do it on a
can't.
Tuesday.
No,
Um,
I can't.
Yeah.
I'd be
okay.
sleeping.
All right. So listen, why don't we go to commercial? 'Cause
Yes.
I'd really like to
Yes,
spend some
I want
time
to
with
spend
Sal
some time
today.
with Sal.
And we'll be right back.
Guys, ready for the show?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Welcome
back. We have to watch Tommy for the cue because
know.
we never know what we're doing. And we're too busy talking to Sal. I can't pay attention.
I mean, we have good company today.
Yes,
so.
we certainly do.
Yes,
we certainly
yes,
do.
We're not paying attention. So we'd like to introduce you to Sal Farrow from Allure Home Improvements. Sal, welcome.
Glad to be here.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Sal.
Thank you for joining us. We're so excited. Also, I think this is the first time we've really had somebody in this field be with us. We've had the restaurants, we've had the entertainments, we've had, all kinds of
Wines,
doctors.
yeah.
So we're really excited because we're going to learn something new too today.
Yes.
That works because for me, I tell everybody I want to be your friend in the business.
Yes.
So I could be your connection in the business for your show.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
good for me.
Absolutely.
And I really enjoyed your beginning.
Oh,
I
it's
could have
fun.
sat and watched that
Well,
for an hour. I just want to
that's
sit
why-
here and interview you two.
Yeah, that's why we were a
Thank
little,
you.
challenged coming back in because we were having a heated conversation about the Tom Brady situation. So, Sal, let me ask you, how do you feel about it? What's your Karen? You wanted an opinion?
I would. I would like a man's opinion on this whole thing.
Well, I couldn't agree with Regina anymore. Okay.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
That's good.
4 games for Tom Brady,
Mm-hmm.
$1 million to the New England Patriots. They lost their number 1 pick and for next year and a number 17 pick down the road or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And number 1 pick for next year is going to be, that's a big loss.
Right.
They're going to appeal. Maybe they'll drop some of the fine, which isn't a lot of money for the New England Patriots and Kraft. And I'm sure that the penalty of 4 games will be dropped a little. The real key here is that decisive action was made, and the key here is that the league did something.
Right.
Unfortunately, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots will continue to have their arrogance. They'll continue to sit back and say, we did nothing wrong,
Right.
when everything you've read has shown that there's no way that these 2 equipment people behind the scenes, on their own, just went, hey, we're going to just deflate these balls.
Yeah.
Right.
The fact is,
By direction of no one.
hey,
Right.
Right.
They just took it upon
Right.
themselves.
unless, listen, maybe Tom Brady and Hillary Clinton, the
Yeah.
2 of them are in, listen, we'll just delete all our emails. So
Yeah.
I did not
Just give me- hey,
delete
listen.
the ball,
Yes.
and I did
Yeah.
not delete my emails,
Yes.
and I
Give
did
them your-
not have
no.
sex in the Oval.
No, he didn't have
Yeah,
sex
with
with the
that
ball
one.
either.
I mean, her whole Benghazi story is hilarious, but we can't get into that.
But all he had to do is give the phone, let me see the text messages.
Yeah.
I do believe that the more they deny it, the more they appeal it, I think it's going to come back to burn them, because look what happened to A-Rod.
Yeah.
He fought it,
Yeah.
And then bam,
only to
proof.
come back and back off and realize he was going to get burned, because the more he fought it, the
Right.
more of the proof was going to come out.
Sure.
Sometimes, shut up, take your
Let it
medicine,
Yes.
move on.
Yeah.
And in this case, this guy, and you said it beautifully, they both think they're
Yeah.
above the law.
They do.
And the New York Giants and Eli Manning
Yep.
beat them regardless
Twice.
of their cheating.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
I
And
know
they're
you're
a
a
class
Giants
act.
fan.
I have to say that Manning. Now here you go. Talk about a football dynasty. The Manning family is I mean, it's a football dynasty. It's a
Right.
legacy. Okay.
Oh, because they have like the 2 boys in there, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
the father as well.
Right.
Archie
The
Manning.
father, Archie Manning. But
I really shouldn't
They-
talk because I don't know what we're talking
yeah, well, that's okay. It's okay. Not everybody knows, so
Oh my
you're asking
God.
a good question. Not
You're
everybody
setting us
knows.
up.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Very good. And they have always been humble and a class act, and they honor the game of football every time they play football. They do the
Yeah.
right thing. They're exemplary people off the field as well. I mean, they're really, really amazing people. And so it goes to show you someone who has the real natural ability and talent and how they conduct themselves, and someone else who, and Brady, listen, I could go on and on about his college
Listen,
and his high school,
I don't-
but
I
I
don't-
won't get into
I don't like the Patriots. I don't like the way Bill Belichick does things. I won't take away the fact that there's a tremendous amount of talent.
Yes.
He's a great coach. And Tom Brady, regardless of deflating the ball, he's a great quarterback. So you can't take away that there's a tremendous amount of talent.
Right.
But the fact is, it's tainted because of these little things that they do. And then, listen, we're in New York. We don't like them. Boston, they don't like us.
But I think
Yeah.
it's more than that, because
It's
I
true.
think you're a guy who really stands in his integrity, and that goes back to your company
Right.
and how you
Tremendous.
perform business. And you have a tremendous reputation yourself for just being this stand-up guy who does the right thing, which I think is really key and integral to the growth of where Allure has gone in the last 20 years.
I
It's
appreciate you say that. Integrity, ethics, it means so much. I have a vision statement. It's right in my vision statement.
Right.
When we built Allure, Allure's been around since 1946, but
Really?
Wow.
as we started really growing the company into the 80s, when we transitioned the company from a paint company into a home improvement company, and we were going in the 80s into the 90s. We wanted to, transcend the home improvement business. We wanted to transcend the industry from what everybody thought about the industry was, people working out of the back of their truck, people who weren't paying their bills, people who didn't really
Finish the
care,
job,
finish
or
the
show
job.
up, or
It was all
Or
about.
they take your money to pay the next
they didn't
contractor
use
and
the
you're
right
not
materials.
finished.
You guys know it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
can
yeah.
explain it. So
Right.
the way I looked at it was, no, that's not the way we want to do it.
Right.
My philosophy was going to be, I didn't want to learn from people within the industry. I wanted to learn from people outside the industry. People like Jack Welch, people like Ken Blanchard, who wrote a wonderful book, Raving Fans.
Right.
People that truly built companies around sound business philosophies, ethics, integrity, and we were going to follow a corporate culture, corporate structure.
Yeah.
And we were able to grow Allure into, the largest full-service remodeling company, not only in the region, in the country, based on sound business concepts, sound customer service concepts. We're a sales and marketing-driven company, but we're customer service focused. And that's what's driven us to where we are today. Ethics, integrity,
Right.
huge part of it. And I have issues with companies in my industry that don't follow through, don't pay their bills, abandon their customers. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm involved with so many associations. Long Island Builders Institute, I'm on the board. I'm an officer. National
We want you to
Association.
run for president next.
National Association of the Remodeling Industry, National Kitchen and Bath Association.
Right.
I align myself with these associations because I want to be part of
Guidelines.
the groups
Yeah.
that are really promoting
Yeah,
good,
and have the influence.
best business practices,
Yeah.
as opposed to people just going out there and doing anything. So I appreciate you pointing that out.
Yeah,
No,
well,
it's so-
listen, it's true, and my question is, now, I know you're, of course, on Long Island, and you mentioned something about being the largest in the country. Where exactly do you send your staff to? What parts of the area do you cover?
Long Island is the bulk of what we do.
Right.
80% of our business is Long Island, Nassau, Suffolk. I mean, I love Long Island. I live on Long Island. The business is based here.
Yeah.
But we've branched out. We do quite a bit of work in the boroughs. We do work
Great.
up in Westchester and some work in northern Jersey. And as we grow the business, we start to grow from within our natural hold on Long Island.
Right.
Yeah,
We grow
sure.
outward from there. We thought about having a satellite office in another state, and I love Long Island. There's so much
Yeah.
opportunity here.
There
And the
is.
way I see it is just, why don't we just add more products and services and service our existing client base?
Even better.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure, and you do
Right.
so many different things, so,
Yeah.
why don't we go
Well,
over a little bit?
one of the things I love, if I could
Yeah.
talk about it now,
Sure.
is I love the whole concept of the 5-day bathroom and the 10-day kitchen. So I want you to talk about a little bit about how
Sure.
that got started, and I know it stems from your experience with Extreme Makeover, which was on TV. That was like one of my favorite shows. I used to watch it all the time,
Yeah,
and then I'd
yeah.
be like, "Oh, there's Sal."
Oh, I used to cry, though, that show used to make
Yeah,
me cry.
I used to cry a lot too.
yeah.
And they used to try to make me cry. They used to do
Oh,
the
yeah.
interviews after the show and
Reality
they'd get me more
TV.
emotional about it because they wanted me to cry, and I was an easy crier.
We won't make you cry here.
Yeah, you won't be able to make. Yeah, I might be able to.
No, we'll cry with
Yeah,
laughter.
we laugh.
Yeah.
I laughed a lot watching you two in the front. But the Extreme Makeover was an amazing experience. It was something that helped us put us on a platform that
Right.
we wouldn't have been able to be put on, but also put our industry on a great platform. But the concept of building a house in 4 days, a little over 4 days,
That's
it was
insane.
like it was bizarre. I was like, how am I going to build a house in 4.5
You know,
days?
I remember when you were doing that, and I thought to myself, has he lost his mind now?
Yeah,
Like, is he
yeah.
crazy?
I remember
That's
going
a
and
huge
getting a haircut
undertaking.
before the show. And
Yeah.
I would be like, hey, John, I'm going to be doing another Extreme Makeover.
And you would fly your whole crew there,
Oh,
too.
I
You
was
had to go all over,
New
right?
Orleans. We did the show in New Orleans. I brought a crew down there to run that show. And every time I had to get my hair cut before.
Yes.
And, and I didn't want to wear a hard hat because I always had that good haircut.
Good
John gave me.
haircut, you
Yeah.
do.
But,
Isn't that against the rules?
yeah, that was always an issue. I had a fight with them over the hard hat. But the fact was, the concept, we did a lot of custom kitchen and bath work. We were the largest custom. We were doing this great custom kitchen and bath work, but we had a lot of clients that were, we were getting calls for work that was just straightforward. We weren't relocating the toilet, weren't relocating sinks.
Just
we weren't,
refinishing almost.
yeah, we
like
weren't relocating a
redoing-
wall or knocking
Yeah.
walls down. It was straight, go in.
It's like a makeover.
Yeah, but we want to go in and we just want to redo the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's staying where it is. We want to redo the kitchen, pretty much the same layout. And we said, we've got to come up with a different business model. Stay with the existing custom kitchen and bath division that we have, which is pretty much what everybody does, but we've got to go in there and we've got to find a way to do these jobs, and we call it the Extreme Kitchen and Bath Division.
Yes.
And that's what we do. It's our Extreme Kitchen and Bath Division. We go in, and the model is to do it in 5 days, the bathroom, and the kitchen in 10 days. But there's
We really
parameters.
beat
We
that.
tie parameters around it. And just like the makeover, there's parameters on what we could do.
In that
We did the
amount of
same
time.
thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So-
But I love it because
we have
most,
to go to commercial.
oh, we have to go to
though.
commercial.
So
Okay.
you know what? When we come back, we'll finish up with this, and we'll really, really understand the philosophy behind Allure, and of course the philanthropic ventures that Sal's heavily involved in. So we'll be back.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say. Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
So this little old lady, she comes over to me and she goes, "You're never going to be successful unless you follow Jesus." I said, "I would follow Jesus, but I can't walk on water." "Am I successful? You mean mounted to a cross? Because he nailed it." "Why aren't any of you laughing?"
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. And we're just sitting here talking with Sal about the extreme makeovers that you do, the 5-day bathroom and the 10-day kitchen. And we were just talking about how that got started. And one thing that I want to say about it, I think it's great because the first thing when you think of when you're doing a renovation, especially in a house that, it's not necessary, that the bathroom's working, the kitchen's working, the first thing you think of is, who wants to go
Do you
through
wanna go
that?
through all
You're going to
that?
be
Yeah.
inconvenienced. Is it worth
That's
it? Then the guy's not going to show up. We're not going to have a bathroom. We're not going to have... And you guys, it's such a great thing that you do. And you know that when we call you, or anybody calls you, that they're going to get the best service. You guys stand in your integrity with everything you do. And you're in and out.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a no-brainer. I
How
love
many
that
people
concept.
do you employ?
We have, I think it's about 125. I mean, it fluctuates.
Yeah.
But we're over 100
That's a lot.
employees. Yeah.
That's a lot of employees.
Yeah.
Now,
It's-
are you consistent throughout the year, or is it more seasonal? Or
We try to stay consistent, so I
Yeah.
try to keep my complete staff. I don't, I don't like laying people off.
Right.
We have
feel
a,
responsible for their families.
yeah.
You want to feed their families.
and
so.
we've got a lot of trade contractors, plumbers, electricians, concrete people that we employ. And I believe in, tenure. I believe in low turnover. I believe in, when you build this culture and you have this whole thing that you wrap it around and you talk about, harmony and enthusiasm and family and understanding and patience, it can't just be a talk.
Stand
You
behind
got to
it.
walk the walk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you just say it for 7-8 months of the year, and then the other 4 months you're not doing it,
Yeah.
okay, it's
Doesn't
really
really work
hard
like
to
that.
start it back up.
Yes, yeah.
You
People
gotta
start
kinda
to
live it.
not believe you anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like a diet. You
we
can't
kind of know that, right?
Yeah, right.
you
Exactly.
can't do a
Yeah.
diet for 8 hours
Yes.
a day.
Right.
You got to do it the whole day.
Yes.
So you got to live the culture all the time. So
Yes.
you've got to find a way to keep the staff for 12 months. You've got to find a way to stretch it. And
Right.
listen, we have tough months. February and March with that
Right.
snow and that weather.
Oh, it was
Right.
brutal.
It was tough, so we're
Yeah.
working harder now. We're working harder in
Catch
these
up.
months. The weather's
Yeah.
better now,
Right.
thank goodness. We do what we have to do, and that's why being a financially stable company, running the company the right way, you're able to bridge those tough months.
Yes, yes.
For sure.
but
You plan for it.
You mentioned something that hit something with me with the clients and their concerns.
Yes.
The biggest concern is we survey clients, their fear of being abandoned.
Yeah.
Sure.
They want to choose a client, a contractor
Yes.
that they feel safe and secure with.
It happened to a friend of ours who was
Yeah.
abandoned by a
We have, I
contractor.
mean, my four
Yeah.
friends have doing their kitchen, and they're doing their kitchen for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. And they never come back for one little thing, or, the plumber didn't come, or they don't have the right thing, so then they don't come back for 3 weeks. And it's just like you're kind of left in this disaster, and you have to
But
live
it's
through
nice
that. And
your
it's just
company employs all of those people to be able to
on staff, right?
Yeah, complete
And
the job.
the other
Yeah.
thing is, I want to talk a little bit about your philosophy with the raving customers and the raving employees, because that's such a key component, I think, that people forget about a business. Yes, obviously you want to have your customers rave about you, but you also want to have your employees rave about you. So
That's
can you
key.
talk a little bit
Yeah.
about how you developed that, or
Sure.
what you read something that had an impact,
Yeah.
right?
Ken Blanchard wrote a book,
Right.
Raving Fans, and I read the book, I think it was back in 2002. Mm-hmm. So as I'm reading the book, I'm really, buying into it. And there were a couple of business books I read that really hit home with me. One was How to Win Friends and Influence People,
That's
Dale
a great
Carnegie.
one, for
Simple,
sure.
straightforward book. I read it many, many
I
years
think
ago.
the whole planet should read that.
Yes,
everybody.
it's good to reread that too.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
you just every time you hear it, it's
Yeah.
different.
And if you read the old version,
Yes.
it's
Right.
kind of cute because it's like, wow, that doesn't make sense
Today.
because of some of the. But
Yeah.
it does make sense.
They
Yes.
should teach it in schools.
Hell
That-
yeah.
That
I
should
totally
be
agree.
required reading.
Totally.
There's no doubt because
Yeah.
it's about people skills.
Right.
So I read Ken Blanchard, and I love because the way he writes, and there's a lot of spiritual backings to what he writes, and it's meaningful, and there's a lot of heartfelt stuff in what he writes. And Raving Fans, the principle is, number one, you have two types of clients, two types of customers, internal and external. Your internal customers are the people that work for you or the people you work with.
Right.
And the external are actual clients that buy from you. And it's important to understand that.
Yes.
So for you, I would be a client, and for me, you'd be a client because we're working together.
Right.
And I really bought into that big time. And as the owner, as CEO and president of my company, I look at all my employees as my clients. I look at them as people that I have to go to work each and every day and say, how am I serving them?
Right.
And there's another book, The Servant Leader, that's works on that principle as well. Because if
Well, it
you're
makes
not
sense.
if
I
you're
mean-
not going to work every day,
Yeah.
you two have this relationship. You talk about, during the commercial, how you two just every day you work with each other, and the staff behind the cameras. And I'm looking at going, they care about everybody here.
Oh, yes.
Everybody cares about them. That's why it works so well.
Right.
Well, there are some bosses out there that have this dictatorship type mentality. This is the way it's going to be, and that's how it is.
Right.
That's really not the way
Doesn't
to grow
serve
a company.
anybody. Yeah.
So it's easy for me to implement raving fan philosophy for my outside external clients when my internal clients
Sure.
believe in what I want to do. They're
Absolutely.
willingly cooperating towards that goal
Right.
because they're on board.
Yeah.
Well,
And that
I-
whole raving fan thing is really kind of, and you can get it because you're a big football fan.
Yeah.
It's getting them to want to love you like you love your football
Yeah,
team.
of course.
It's
of
simple.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes
it's
sense.
so true. Like
And-
even in our team, Karen and I also have, the nutritional cleansing business. We also have the show, but we have I don't know how many women,
70,
men,
80,
maybe
80
80
men or
people
women.
now. I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe 80 people that work with us. And one of our biggest concerns in the beginning was we wanted to have all the people that are working with us, that have joined us, to really be enrolled in our system, to really enroll in what we do
Our
and what we
beliefs
want
and
to
our
do.
techniques and
and
our,
our philosophy
Yeah.
and our theology, really.
Yeah.
What our faith is about this business, about the company, how we can change lives, how we do it through integrity. We want to run a transparent business.
And I think that's exactly
You know,
what you're doing
and it's
now.
so
with the
true
law.
that-
And I think,
Yeah, I think
when you do
because-
that, you just attract the right kind of people.
Yes.
Yes.
So people want to work for you, customers want to do business with you, it puts you in a place where you can't be anything but successful.
Right.
When you have that philosophy.
Yeah, and they want to make you look good. because
Yeah.
they care about you.
That's a good point.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They don't begrudge your success.
No.
They're actually, they celebrate it.
Yes.
You know, when we did Extreme Makeover, I was the guy in front of the camera. I was the one that was interacting with Ty Pennington
Right.
and Paul DeMayo and the executive producer.
Right.
I led the
Team.
entire team, the construction aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But I had hundreds of people and sometimes thousands of people behind me. They never begrudged the fact that Sal was the one in
Right.
front of the
Speaking.
camera. I led it. I was the one because they were so supportive of our efforts. All
Sure.
the planning we did, because behind the camera, I was working 41 hours straight.
Right.
I was digging the ditches with them.
Yes.
I was doing the planning. I was working alongside them. I was never, okay, great, camera's off.
Yeah, I'm going to my hotel
Yeah,
room
yeah.
now.
I'm going to go to my trailer. I'm going to be with Ty.
I'm
with
going to
Megan.
get a
Go to the green
massage,
room,
yeah.
eat your green
Yeah,
M&Ms.
that's not Sal.
Hang out.
Sal's, I'm going to be in the trenches with you.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I know what it takes.
Right.
Yeah.
To invigorate them, to inspire them, to make them
Mm-hmm.
willingly
You
cooperate.
still do that. You just said you came from a job site this morning. So it's not like you're sitting in an office, a cushy office with your feet up on the desk. You're out there. You're making sure it
You have
happens.
to. You have to. As soon as you think, okay, I've got it all, and you put your feet up,
Yeah.
that's when you got to
Crash.
rethink this. And I've always had this philosophy. I've got a lot of philosophies, and I'm throwing a lot there. If you take care of the customer, everything else will take care of itself.
Sure.
And who's the customer?
Both.
Both.
Right. It's so true.
Oh, she gets my. She
It's
gets
so
my.
true. It's
She
so
gets my
true.
stuff.
Yes, she does.
Well,
she
you
does.
get me, which can be scary.
You're a good guy to get. No, we
We'll
get
be
it.
right back with Sal Farrell from Allura Home Improvements. We'll see
We're
you in a
gonna,
few.
yeah, we'll talk about his new philanthropic stuff that he does
Yeah.
too.
Hi, I'm Tom Mealy from Madhousetv, and when I'm not at the studio, I'm here at the Harrison Law Group. This is my real job. And this January 2015, Brett and I are putting together a show called Legal Straight Talk. It'll be aired on Cablevision as well as here at Madhousetv. You need to tune in. This information that we're going to be giving the public is the real deal. It's all about what you should do, what you shouldn't do. So tune in this January 2015 for a new episode of Legal Straight Talk.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As you know, we have Sal Farrell from Allura Home Improvements, and during the break, we mentioned to Sal a little bit about how social media affects the trends today in remodeling. So can you elaborate for us?
Yes.
Listen, I love social media, but we were talking about, hey, what do you want to talk about? Different trends in home improvements and social media, and then I started to shake a little bit.
Yeah, you got a little edgy.
I love social media,
Yeah.
but there is it's kind of a double-edged sword. Okay, there's the beauty of it and there's the ugliness of it. And, I've done seminars and I've done talks and I've gone to a number of marketing shows and conferences about social media. And the part about social media that I love is the ability to engage, the ability to communicate and engage with the public, with your potential clients, with your existing clients, and to be able to, engage with your family.
Yeah.
The part I don't like is that there's no accountability with social media.
Yeah. Right.
And the lack of accountability with social media creates kind of like a Wild West environment
Right.
where you get companies like that are not even in business very long, or small companies, or companies that don't even measure up to a company like Allura that's doing tremendous amount of work, financially stable, been in business for many years,
Yeah.
commitment in the community, total foundation within this area. And you'll have companies with nothing, yet they've got no presence on the internet, no real presence in social media, and not many negatives on social media. And they'll be, oh, they look good. Look, I have nothing negative.
Right.
But I'll have some negatives on social media because I'm out there.
Yeah.
Sure.
And there's no accountability because we check our negatives, and a huge percentage of our negatives we never even worked for.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Well,
fine.
that
Some we
that
can't
goes
even
back
track
to the
down.
anonymity
Yes.
of the people making posts and claims and.
Well, they could be other
Contractors.
contractors.
Right.
Yes.
Or-
you have to be very careful.
And I'm keeping our blood pressure low.
Right.
Or the client that would complain on social media that you've taken care of things. Or they'll complain about something that it's not completely accurate.
Right.
Yes.
There's no accountability. You
recourse,
can't go
there's
on
no-
there. There's
Yeah,
no
right.
court of law to say, hey, this is the situation. Where in the old days you had consumer affairs.
Sure.
And they'd complain and say, listen, we have an issue.
zero,
Oh,
yeah.
no problem. Let's sit and talk about it.
Yes. Yes.
And
yes.
the consumer affairs would say, well, they say it's black. Well, I said, no, well, it's really white.
Right.
And consumer affairs would say, well, no, it's really white, Mrs. Homeowner. Let me explain why.
You're right. Right.
Or, Mr. Contractor, it's really black.
Yeah.
There was somebody there to mediate it and work it out.
Yes.
Right.
So our philosophy is this. We respond to everything. Every
Good,
single
bad,
thing on
yeah,
Facebook,
everything. Right.
Google, Angie's List, Yelp, whatever it may be,
Ooh, I
we
hate
respond.
That Yelp. They're like
Yeah.
the mafia.
Okay.
I hate them.
Oh
really
my God,
do.
I love you. Yelp
Yeah,
is
no,
like
no.
the mafia.
It's
No,
so
it is.
true.
Okay,
They are.
Yelp there's extortion.
Yeah.
If you advertise on Yelp, if you do things on Yelp,
Ratings go up.
your ratings
yeah.
go up. Angie's List, they want you to advertise. Angie's List is actually recommending contractors.
Right.
So Angie's List is honestly not as bad.
Right.
There are issues with these services that not only are you getting rated on, but they're going to recommend you, and then you could advertise on them.
Yes.
To me, there's too many conflicts of interest.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whereas
yeah.
with Google and with these other areas, okay, it's totally a separate thing.
Yeah.
But fact is, at the end of the day, our philosophy is we will engage. No matter what it is, you make a complaint, you say something, we will respond.
Answer it,
We
right.
will answer it. We will say, we are sorry you feel this way. We will do whatever we
What can
can.
we do to help?
We will come
Yeah.
out, we will do
Right.
it.
Well, that's the right thing. Yeah.
Everything we respond to,
Right.
we leave it on. You put a negative Facebook post on our Facebook page,
Yeah.
we don't take it down.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
leave it up.
I believe in
Yeah.
that too. I mean, I do that with cactus.
Don't run
too.
from it.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
hide from it. And you listen.
true.
You're an expert. You know this stuff, Karen.
No.
You're dealing in a world where with Cactus you had more clients than we do, and we
Yeah.
have thousands.
Yeah.
And every day somebody's going to say something. Your competition, and
Of
it's
course.
like really. And you got one bad haircut, but you had 400 good haircuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that one bad haircut,
Absolutely.
we're mud
Ends
to
up on
you.
Yelp,
Yes.
and I'm-
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Yeah. No, it's true.
It's true.
It's
And,
true.
and those 400 good haircuts may post also, but for some reason they don't get posted
No,
on
no,
Yelp.
because it's a
They
whole.
don't. It's like a
it's
whole.
like a.
That's how I feel.
Mafia.
the
It's
whole
like a
sur-
racketeering.
Oh,
thing.
the whole
Yeah.
survey and raving fans of this whole thing. That
Yeah.
people are quick to complain, but not to praise.
Right.
Now, I have another South Borough philosophy that and it's proven. We do our own surveying.
Yes.
Every single job we complete, we call and we do a verbal on the phone survey.
Right.
Somebody's been with the company over 30 years. Does a whole verbal survey, discusses, and we have close to a 94%. We call it a
That's
thrill rate.
crazy impressive.
Thrill rate.
Thrill
Yeah.
rate.
Now, this is, and that fluctuates from 91 and 94 depending upon the
Still,
products,
I mean,
okay?
that's amazing, especially in your
Now,
field.
the reason why it's not higher is, and we've done it, I've done this whole investigation and I've checked it out, and this is the South Borough philosophy. 90% of the people, I can go out there and I'm going to run the job and I'm going to satisfy. So we got 100 people in the room. We're going to do a wonderful job. We're going to thrill them. Everybody say, we love you, Sal. This is great. We love Allure. We love all your people.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have 10 people left. 5 of those people, I'm going to mess up. We just did 100 jobs. 5 of them, we're going to do something. We're going to screw them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But of those 5 people, we're going to bend over backwards. We're going to do everything we can.
Make
And you know what? We're going to win
Win
back.
them over. Right.
Those
We're going
five
to win them back. Half of them we're going to win back.
Right.
And that's going to get us to 92 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's 5 other people, 5%.
No matter what.
I could walk on water.
Yeah. Oh, we know them.
I could do a backflip
Yeah.
like Greg Louganis
Yeah, yeah,
off
yeah.
a high dive.
Right.
I could hit
Yeah.
like
It just never says.
A-Rod
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
with steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to please them because their expectations, they're just unreasonable.
Yeah.
And there are people like that. And there are people tell me, I want perfection, that's it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I come to a point where, and everybody in my industry will say it, there's just 5% of the people you're never going to please. So if I can get my company to a 95% throw rate,
It's
That's amazing.
impeccable.
unknown of, and the fact that we're
The fact that
hovering
you're
between
over the
91 to
90,
94,
yeah, I mean, it's insane.
you know, and if I
But
get,
that says a lot about you,
Right.
and
That's a
the
true
interest that you
testament to
put
your
into it.
integrity.
I mean, it really,
Yeah.
really does. It speaks to your philosophy. It's right there,
It's
right there. It
important to me.
does.
It's in the numbers.
you
Yeah.
got to win that social media because right away I get,
Well, you're right, though, because it does really, it can make or break what it is you're trying to accomplish. And
Absolutely.
there are many times Regina and I, just even on our personal posts or on our business pages posts, you know, always put positive things. And we're always trying to, you know, get people to live better, live healthier, live happier, live
Yes.
smarter. But there's always that nasty person on there that wants to take you down and, you know, be condescending and, you know, do something negative because they're just not happy with themselves.
True, true.
So
And
you
the other-
can't fight that. You're never going to win that.
The other thing that's going on now, I know on my page, I know it goes on with Karen, is people are tagging me for something that they have going on that I know
So that
nothing about.
Their stuff appears. Well,
So their
yeah.
stuff appears on my page because I have so
Oh,
much
really?
traffic on my page.
Yeah, they do that
So
to
they
us all the
tag
time.
me for sunglasses or something. So all of a sudden I go on my page and they're talking about rate. I'm like, who? What?
Well, that's because
But
we have
they can
personal
do-
pages, but they can't do that on a business page, like
Right,
sales page or
but-
the Shake It Up page. Like they can't do that on business pages. It doesn't work like
But
that.
part of
Yeah.
part of my business is my personal page. But I'm just saying,
Right.
it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's such an anonymity. I don't know who they are, and it's crazy. They could
that
do
part
anything
kills
on
me.
there.
And that
Yeah,
lack of accountability to me is just,
Yeah.
I sit back and I say to myself, I would never do that.
Right.
No.
I have an
Right.
issue with somebody, I get on the phone, I would never, and I've had tremendous success responding, engaging, and when I get them on the phone, letting them know, I want you to know something. I've never abandoned a client. I've never walked from an issue. I've never walked from a problem.
right.
I will never walk from a problem.
Sure.
I will sit back, but I want you to know something. I have a ton of mouths to feed here with people with jobs,
Right.
okay? You have a toilet paper holder that came off the wall,
Yeah.
and you've made a complaint
Yeah.
on Yelp that we're horrible,
Right.
and you have
Yeah.
125 employees and trade contracts and everything else.
Yeah.
I says, do you really believe
Yeah.
that we're horrible because of, and I've scheduled an appointment to come, I'll take your sheetrock down, I'll redo anything I have to do for you.
Yeah.
Have we ever said no? No, you never did.
So why would you do that?
Why would
Yeah.
you do
Right.
that?
Yeah.
And when I'm done, they say, you know what? I'm really glad we spoke.
Yes.
I'm really glad I got to speak to you. I wish I spoke to you beforehand.
Right.
Right.
I never tell them to take it down. They take it down on their own.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to influence. I want to have that integrity throughout the whole process. I want them to see that I left it up, that I totally responded to it,
Yeah.
and that I dealt with integrity throughout.
And you
And
have
that's that's what Allure's known as.
And Sal, speaking of which, because we're going to close in a few minutes, people who want to find you, of course your links are on our site, but where do you prefer that they go? Do they prefer they call you directly at the offices, or they go on the website and talk to you?
They can call our office, our website's the best place. I mean, you can go to
And what's that
allure.com,
address? Allure.
allure.com, one L in Allure, ALURE.com. And our office is, 296-7777,
Great.
516.
Yeah,
They're
and-
everywhere.
Yeah.
You see the trucks
But
everywhere.
the Allure's the best place, allure.com, the
And
website.
you could do from, building an entire house to redoing a
We do everything.
Closet,
Full
yeah.
service remodeling, specialty is siding, windows, and roofing, kitchen and bath division, handyman services.
extensions.
dormers,
Oh, wait a minute,
sunrooms.
handyman services?
Yeah,
Oh,
we-
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a small.
Oh,
She
I
needs
need a
handyman
handyman.
services because
I got a call
Oh,
for you.
give
It's not
And by the way, you can
very
email me.
handy.
If you want to email me
Yes.
direct, sal@allure.com. I can always, get somebody in the right direction of my company.
perfect. Oh,
But
that's
listen,
great.
people, don't just email him just because you like him here. Have some business involved in it. All right, we have
Yes.
to go. We will be back in a couple of weeks, and we are going to be talking all about anti-aging
Yes.
stuff. We
Yes.
have some great skincare lines coming in. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy Memorial Day. Memorial Day will be
Memorial
before
Day.
our next show, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Enjoy your Memorial Day. I hope you're all summer ready and be safe on the roads, okay?
Yeah. Take it easy.